Hey there, it's David H. Lawrence the 17th, and today I want to talk to you about something that kind of ties in with another video that I did on coffee dates and how to have good ones and to be open to ideas that you might not have thought of before, you might find strange. This idea is one that I was just simply fortunate enough to take care of without knowing that it was a good idea to do it. A lot of people get out of high school, college, they decide they're going to become an actor or a voiceover talent, and they head for their hills. They head for New York or Los Angeles or Atlanta or London or Sydney or wherever you find the muse calling you. And they figure they'll get it. They'll figure it out when they get there. That's what they're counting on, is when they get there, the world is going to line up for them. Show business is going to reorganize itself for their success. And oftentimes people find a real struggle in store for themselves. And so my advice is, we'd love to have you make plans, go for it, but do this one thing if you can. Build a war chest before you come here. You're going to need to pay the rent. You're going to need to buy food. You're going to need to pay for lessons and headshots. And even if they're not printed headshots, you're still going to have them taken, right, by somebody who knows what they're doing. There's all kinds of things that you're going to have to, your car and however you get around. The point is, we tend to sometimes, as artists, eschew the money. We don't want to touch the filthy lucre. It'll sully us as an artist. I've had someone say that to me in a coffee date once. And what I would say is, if you can build yourself a war chest, I can't put a number on it. I had a war chest of, I don't know, probably $30,000 when I moved here. And I also did my radio show for a while, for about 4 or 5 years into that. So I had an ongoing stream of income. And it was a great sort of day job, but it was actually a night job to have, because my day was free to audition and study and so on. So do that instead of coming here penniless, or with a few $100s in your pocket, or even a few $1,000s in your pocket. Come here with some sort of substance so that you don't have to struggle and you don't fall into this trap that I see people in our business falling into all the time. And that is the nobility of struggling. There's something noble about, scraping by and living in a little garret that, the closet of a friend, or surfing couches. There's a nobility to that. Oh, he's a struggling artist. She's working on her craft. She doesn't care about the money. She just wants to do great things. I'm telling you, this is no badge you want to wear. It isn't. And it ties into our relationship with money, because as you grow in the business, you're going to be presented with opportunities to make more money, to make less money, to maybe do a side hustle, have a day job. I'm telling you, adding the layer of worries about where you're going to pay for your next meal or your rent or your car payment, on top of the idea of, just getting into the business and being successful, that's not a layer you want. That's not a badge that you want to wear. So my advice to you is not only to build a war chest of money, but also build a war chest of best practices for your mindset. Know that it's going to be challenging. There's lots of people out here, or wherever you end up going, that want to do what we do. So you have to know that competition is there, and you can't let that constant rejection, that constant, we went a different direction, that constant, they went with somebody who looks just like me, why didn't I get it? You can't let that get you down. And the way to kind of push back on that is to have a really solid base of confidence and understanding that it's, as we said the other day, it's one step at a time. And so if you can give yourself a cushion, maybe 6 months worth of expenses, pull out your spreadsheet, do a Google sheet and figure it out, and know that the rents are probably twice as much as you think they're going to be from wherever you're coming from, or 3 times as much. Get yourself money together, push things back a little bit just to give yourself that safety blanket, right? And don't fall prey to this whole idea of, well, if you're faced with struggle, it's going to force you to be successful, because I've seen people starve, struggle, move back home, go away, go do something else because they were challenged by the expense of living while pursuing the performance career that they want. So think about that. And I'm happy to hear your thoughts on this. I'd love to know if when you moved to a production center and had to really, put your big boy and big girl pants on, and you had to pay your rent and pay your car payment or pay for whatever you had to do in that city, food and whatnot. How did you do that? How did you feel about that pressure, and what made it harder? What made it easier? Give me a comment below. Let me know if this resonates with you. Let me know if this is something that you've worried about if you've not moved to a big production center yet, or you're worrying about now, or you did and you figured it out. I'd love to get some solutions as well. If you'd like to subscribe to this channel and get notified when I have new videos where we talk about the business, just go ahead and click on my my face there. That's my face. That's my channel. Go click on the channel. And if you want to see my latest video, well, that's right there. You can click on that and it'll give you the video that I've uploaded last. I'm David H. Lawrence, the 17th. I so appreciate you watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.